my God, what was called again?
Hello. Welcome in, everyone.
Hello.
Episode
Hola.
104 of the Scope Live FPS News Show slash, I mean, some of you guys just listen to us, so I guess you would call it a podcast. I like to call it a live show, and we like to call it a whole bunch of fun. Joined by my co-host, BlueTheRobot and Buffnerd Gaming. What's up, boys?
How's
Yo.
it going?
That was a lot of talking for not saying much. I'm getting good at this whole live streaming thing. Just
Yeah,
saying
you're killing
words.
it, man. You're
Yeah,
killing it.
I think what was it your stream yesterday was saying like how you done over 100 episodes and you're proud of that, like consistently. You might have had, miss a week just to do it the next week following, but
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I'm pretty proud of it. I think that's yeah, it's important if you're going to do a podcast
Some people don't even get like past episode 5. So
I feel like that's true because I see where people's headspace goes, man. You start doing this and you're like, dude, I'll just start recording this. This will be easy and everybody will listen to it.
just
And it's
having
like,
a conversation. Yeah.
It's not that easy to keep it going. But I feel like when I started this, I was like, you know what? One of the most important things about making a podcast is, making the damn podcast. So so we do it. We do it every week. And man,
Just do
thankful.
it.
It's fun. Thankful for you guys joining me, the co-host, and also thankful for everybody that listens to it. I usually say this at the end, but I'll catch you guys that don't always make it to the end. I don't blame you, by the way. The audio listeners, appreciate it. There's a couple hundred of you every week, which is awesome. Super appreciate that. So shout out to you guys for downloading, everybody here in the live chat. Thank you guys for being here and watching it later on. We are thankful for all of you. If you do want to support the show, be a friend, tell a friend, share it around, bring somebody back with you next week. What are you guys doing? Are you guys freezing to death? Are you guys staying warm? Blue, you're fine in Florida, aren't you? You're just riding it
fine.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah.
I think it's 67 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Wow,
What are we
Blue,
doing,
shut
man?
up. Get out of here, man.
What do you have there,
I think,
Buff?
What is
man.
it here? It's like, I think it's like in the 30s today.
What?
Yeah, it's not too bad, thankfully. Maybe like low 30s. It's cold. It could be 20s. I didn't really look, but
We are
we didn't get a
zero.
lot
I
of,
mean,
thankfully.
tomorrow it's gonna drop down to 39. So.
That's t-shirt weather, my man. I don't get what it is. I don't get what it is about Kansas. Like yesterday, we had -14 actual temp. We were
Do you have any
colder.
mountains? Do you have any
That's
mountains
bad.
in Kansas?
No, it's flat.
That's why. Exactly. The wind's just blowing
The
through.
wind can crank. It's true, dude. But Kansas, I swear, there's always one time a year where we're the coldest in the entire country, including Alaska. And there's also a time of the year where we're the hottest. And it's so we
Coldest
get it
in
both, man.
Alaska.
Yeah,
I remember in the summer you were
I
like,
think
it's
I mean
so
the wind
hot.
chill, right?
no, I'm talking actual temp. It was -17 here last night, actual temp.
Jeez.
It's crazy. And then this summer it's going to be 113. Like we get it all. We get it all. You want to experience Earth, come to Kansas, man. You get all the weather. You get
But
all the
isn't
climate.
it like, I mean, do you prefer a dry heat, humid, doesn't matter at that point if it's 117 degrees?
No.
Because I've experienced like 110, 111, but it'll be, again, like 80, 90% humidity.
That's
So it's
so
like
you
a
just
whole different ball game.
you can't breathe. Yeah, you can't breathe. I will go on record. Like it's crappy right now because we're dealing with the horses, keeping their water, open and keeping them inside at night and
That's
dealing with
true.
that and
That's
feeding
true.
them. I got my wood stove like cranking 100% of the time, so I'm hauling wood in the house and stuff and all that. I will still say, without a doubt, that I'll take this cold stuff over triple digits all day. I will be fine. Hey Rick, what's up, man? Shout out.
You
shout
rather
out
be,
Rick.
yeah. Shout out Rick.
Rick,
Old Gray Zone.
what's up?
You'd rather be in a potential ice age than global warming, then, huh?
Yeah, I'm built for it, man. I'm built for
You're
the
built
cold.
for the ice age.
You already got all your deer for the season ready to go, so you're
True.
set.
That's true. I'm a little jealous. I don't have a deep freezer like that.
Yeah, we got the deer. We got the deer in the freezer. We're ready to rock. There's some fowl in there too, some ducks and geese. We're chilling, man.
Ooh,
All the
there you
wild
go.
game. But
There you go.
yeah, man, we're getting by. The best part is I also have to go on a work trip the rest of the week, and I have to get up in the morning and leave at 5 a.m. It's going to be -8 in the morning
That
when I
should be
leave.
Oh,
fun.
damn.
It's going to be
Sounds
huge.
really good.
I'm really excited. I love it here. I love it here. But yeah, shout out Rick. Thanks for stopping in. Rick is in chat. He is the communications director for Madfinger Games, heading up all this stuff, content creator relations and communication for Gray Zone Warfare, which I just did I did a video about. I think I spit it out fairly well. I'm drinking an espresso.
That was good.
So
No, that
I'm
was I
talking
was
pretty
very
fast.
impressed.
Yeah, you
Thanks.
nailed it.
Yeah, I usually, you know why they're impressed? Because I usually dick that up. That's why they're impressed. So, so no, yeah, I just did a video about Gray Zone today, and yeah, I'm excited about that. I was just thinking, they replied to Big Fry saying that they were about to feature freeze everything. So that's like where the game is at, and I guess we could do a quick update on it. That's a big deal, right? So they're kind of, that tells me that they're just kind of locking in where they're at, and then it's about polish, working out bugs, stuff like that. So
getting ready for the play test
to the final stages.
I would assume.
I feel like game development is probably quite a bit like video, like production, to where you can always tweak things for like ever and ever if you want to. So
I mean, what is that the big thing? We'll edit it and post.
Fix it in post, baby.
You got the pre-production, pre-production, production, post-production is usually like the longest portion of it. So,
yep,
I feel that.
Yeah. So we're not getting impatient around here, except that we're getting pretty impatient. That's the only thing. So no, it looks cool, man. I talked about some of the stuff in that video that we've touched on the show a little bit, like how the AI is going to actually be doing stuff. I had actually missed some of that in kind of the hustle and bustle of making that video. When they did that stuff, that like the terminal ballistics and stuff, they're going to have like the modeling of how it travels through the armor, travels through the body, hits water, hits sand, hits trees, like all that stuff. And then you think about it, like they're actually even taking it to the next level of Unreal 5. So we're actually going to see, I've been asking for a long time if we could get a game studio to kind of please try to just leave the old gen consoles behind and let's see what Unreal Engine 5 can do.
For real.
And the gist of 100%. What they're doing is like taking Unreal Engine 5, and then they have Scala or whatever, Scala, their proprietary engine on top to enhance Unreal 5 even farther. So it's like taking Unreal to the max plus some to try to make all that stuff run with it, because the graphics and everything.
PC's ready for that.
Look crazy.
That's the tough part about like console gaming, especially, is like they're still supporting last gen. You know, it's like you don't even know what the current gen of consoles are even capable of. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
capable of. Yeah,
you're right. So you leave that stuff behind and just, bring out games for PC and actual current gen now consoles, and we can actually, we got catering, like, especially I think a lot of the games we've seen, like Battlefield, anything coming out for last gen is I feel like it has to be being held back. So hopefully that
has to be supported. Yeah,
hopefully that stops.
It's not like they're making standalones for each console.
It's
not like they're doing mobile.
Crazy.
Yep. And that's one of the things I've said a couple times. Like, I feel like the people that are in this current gen have bought the PS5s and the Series X's are kind of getting the short end of the stick on the deal. Because one of the things, like the COVID shortage, it was hard to get them. And then now that people are finally getting them, game companies, because of that, are still making games for the old audience, and they're not using the full potential of that hardware that people bought. And it's almost like by the time they're going to switch to that, it's going to be moved on past it. It's like, it's just kind of a crappy spot for console people, I feel like. And even PC games get held back, right, to run on last gen if you're talking the AAA stuff. All that's to say, we're really, really excited for Gray Zone Warfare, and I'm really hoping that we can get Rick or someone from Madfinger to come on the podcast when it's pertinent, when it's prudent. And to talk about some of that stuff. I have a ton of questions. My biggest questions right now are honestly, like we've talked about it the last 2 episodes, and it's probably going to come up again, is freaking cheaters. I'm wondering what they're doing for anti-cheat. I hope they're talking to like AnyBrain, or I honestly kind of think that one of the only ways that we can get away from cheaters is, I hope they have custom servers. I feel like a community moderated place is going to be one of the only ways to like keep cheaters out of there. If you have like, say you have like Crash's Gray Zone Warfare server, like we have to pay a fee or something, people from our community, we could have maybe like a scope server or something, people from our community can play on that
Yep.
server. We have some mods, and anytime questionable stuff comes up, it gets reviewed by everybody, and we kick people out if they need to. Yeah, I'm terrified of cheaters, man. I hate them so much. But dedicated community servers
They
would be one
ruin so
way.
many games.
They do, and I mean some of the old Battlefield servers. I mean, hopefully they bring server browsers back in Battlefield, because I think, you know, community moderation is like one of the only ways.
Yeah, for sure. I used to
things, but-
host a couple Battlefield servers, and I'd get messages a lot, like, hey, this guy's exploiting or doing this, and then you could block them from the server, so then you just don't need to deal with it.
I really, and Rick is saying that there's something that they're thinking about and talking about every week, and I assume they are. If you flip the script and you put me in their seat, dude, I would be absolutely terrified of the cheaters and stuff, and how they could ruin the game. You think these devs put all these years of work into this game and release it and just get ruined by these absolute troglodytes, man? Like, it's such a bummer. I wonder if they've looked at anybrain.gg. I really I didn't get around to it because I'm going to be gone. But I would love to get somebody from AnyBrain. That's for those of you who don't know, that's AI anti-cheat. I really want to talk to somebody from there. Maybe do a segment on the show. I would love to get someone
Your thoughts.
answer some questions, man. Because some of that stuff sounds so sick. That they're able to do with AI.
Cheating in general is just getting out of control all across the board. So I think new games are great, and then just being transparent with things, like, the biggest issue I think with like Battlefield and the AAA titles like Battlefield, Call of Duty, is like there's no transparency, as far as what's going on and things like that. It's like, hey, we ban some cheaters, then get on and you just get killed by cheaters. So like, there's no transparency or communication there, which is the biggest issue.
Yeah, and there's really weird stuff going on out there too, like with Siege. I went back to Siege this week and played 4 ranked matches, and we had 2 blatant hackers. So half of our games had hackers. And I did notice on the screen there were some people getting banned, and it doesn't say BattleEye anymore. It used to say banned by BattleEye on the little cheater feed. I'm going to say kill feed, but the cheater feed. And it doesn't say that anymore. It says banned due to cheating. It used to say banned by BattleEye, and it doesn't say that anymore. So there's something's up with Rainbow Six, and it could have to do with like the server issues and stuff that they just got fixed. So in Siege, they literally a month or so into the season got it going and gave people battle points and Bravo packs for their trouble. But yeah, it's rough. And then when we get to our Onyx segment, which for those of you playing at home, we do have a new segment on the program that we're going to try out, called What's on X, and we're going to take a look at some tweets and react to people and what's going on the timeline. So I think that'll be pretty fun.
On X,
pretty fun convos. We're a big segment show around here. Like we got all the segments, like we do.
And Crash shared potentially one of the individuals we'll be looking at. And I think, Crash, if you just scroll down his entire page, we'll have content for days.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we probably will be fine. So what do you think? Like a 4-hour podcast incoming, just talking about Twitter?
Pretty much just
for that.
X. So sorry.
The last 4 years of tweets from that dude.
All right. Do we talk about what we've been playing? I could hear from Buff about Operator. That's been pretty cool. And Blue's moving on to different stuff in Stalker. Like, you guys got some stuff.
Yeah, I finally, dude, Warzone is just fucking bullshit. Like, I hate to just like this. That's how I feel. It's just the stupidest game I've ever played in my life. It's crazy because like Verdansk, original Warzone 2020 Verdansk, so fun, dude. I could play with my friends who like are super casual gamers and like would literally just be like, yo, we're on. We just fucking popped LSD and we're drunk. Let's play. And we get wins. This game, like, I play with
just to get through it.
You can't even like, I can't win games whatsoever. My KD's probably at this point like a 0.6. It was a 0.78 or something like that the other week. And I'm having games where I have like 1-2 kills maybe, and then we get killed. Like, yes, the other day, for example, we were playing. If you guys follow me on X, you'll see all my like "fuck you, Raven" tweets. But because they don't do anything, they don't address anything. But the our team had the quads on Kyrgyzstan. We had 0 kills between all 4 of us. We got killed by a team with 36 kills. Like, what the fuck? Why are we in that lobby? Just insane. And we did I ran into 3 or 4 legitimate hardcore hackers yesterday where they're snapping all over the place. Dude picked up a Brent 2 BR, or it's in game, it's called an MTZ 762, and just I'm parachuting 500 meters away and killed me out of the sky, and then he's snapping all over the place. So it's like that shit can't be happening 4 years into your game, and we're in the same. I made a couple of videos on it last week. Like, we're in the Warzone cycle is just broken meta. You can use only 3 to 4 guns. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. You're gonna get killed by cheaters because there is no real anti-cheat period. It's all a PR stunt. And they cater to and listen to the vocal minority of the community, who want this fast-paced, twitchy shit. And I think that's gonna come back and bite them in the ass when a lot of players have stopped and will stop playing. And also, you look at the evolution of the store. Modern Warfare 2019, we had milsim bundles. You had milsim operators in the store. You had your fair share of crazy goofy stuff, which was like it was like an 80-20 maybe. None of that's there anymore.
Like
we got
90-10.
We got Nicki Minaj, we got
Power Rangers.
Yeah, my homie 21 Savage. My homie 21 Savage is my boy Blue. Power Rangers. It's just the game's just not for me anymore. It's just, I don't know. We're playing like a cartoon. Let's just put Teletubbies in the game and let's all sing Kumbaya with Barney. I don't know what we're doing.
It was so strange when I saw what's that Diablo female character?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Like
just running around, putting in plates and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was like,
stupid.
what?
It's so stupid. Like, Call of Duty, honestly, they're all money hungry.
Fortnite effect, man.
I don't want to get us completely kicked off the internet, so I'll cool it. But just horrible, dude.
Yeah,
what a terrible studio. What a terrible game. What a terrible studio.
It's the Fortnite effect. Like, gotta have all the skins and the crossovers, and people that are fans of those other franchises probably play Call of Duty and like, oh, they put this in COD and they buy the skin. But one of the other things that you touched on that we don't talk about a ton is like what you said about the meta and always being a meta. And
every year.
And it's
every
like,
year.
I don't think that's ever going to go away, because you have, it's just a perfect storm of shit. Like, the shit winds are brewing, Randers. Like, you have like a bunch of different guns with all these attachments, but then you have complete and total huge like websites and databases and apps built on finding the fastest killing weapons. And then you have content creators that are going to go out there and try to find that. And they want to be the first ones, for content to be able for views and stuff to get those out. So someone is always going to find the fastest killing gun, because the guns are different. Like, they work in different ways. Some of them kill faster than others. They don't all have the same time to kill. So someone is going to use those tools and find them. And just the way things are with like the internet and metas and everything, that's going to be a thing. That's like, can you imagine how much more fun Tarkov would be if you didn't have a wiki where you could look shit up and you just had to get through it? Fun and miserable, I guess, at the same time too. But like, how much more game is there? Like, if you have to figure that stuff out on your own, which is another reason Brazen Warfare is going to be cool for a while.
I was about to say,
at the beginning.
That's another, at the beginning. Yeah,
at the beginning. Spoo, what are you doing?
Before the wiki pages come out, stuff like that. Yeah.
Spoo over here trying to pay for the shorts editor for the week.
All right.
Thank you for paying our paychecks. Crash never pays us.
Yeah,
we've been striking and writing. We've had sit-ins.
I was like, hey, Chris, can I get a little bit more to cover rent? He said, like, yo, you better go out and whore yourself. Fuck you, Buff, is what
create that OnlyFans. Yep.
Yeah.
You have to pay.
Like, you better get out. Yeah, you start taking your clothes off. That's what he told me.
All right. Well, if you're going to take your clothes off, go over to the Opus Clips place, to the AI editing thing, and take your clothes off over there, so we don't got to pay them, and then we'll be chilling.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send them pics later, see if we can get a discount.
the one to go off what you're saying
or
is, yeah, right. The one issue I have, like, meta is always going to be a thing, but you don't have any other studio that I've seen being like, hey, we realize you guys are upset about the current meta. We're going to patch it next week. Then they patch it and take a 4-shot kill gun to a 4-shot kill gun. Like,
yeah.
They did
nothing really changes.
They did nothing.
Yeah.
And they touted that for over a week. It's just, and it's clearly broken. And so why play a game it's Modern Warfare 3, for example, has the most weapons in any Call of Duty history, 90 plus, whatever the total count is, the most in Call of Duty history. In Warzone, you can use 3. So super great. I'm glad they added so many guns for us to use 3. Just common sense. Like, let
Nice.
someone with a fucking brain. Why is the gun clear the guns? It's a 3 to 4 shot kill at any range. They nerf it and it's still the same. It doesn't make sense. So I'm pretty much over Call of Duty. So yeah, I've been playing. Long story short, I've been playing Operator
I
on
was gonna
PC
say,
and actually
I was
enjoying
thinking the
myself.
same thing. I was
Jesus.
like, so, yeah, he's playing operator now.
Yeah.
All
So
that to
fuck Call of
say,
Duty.
Buff's
Yeah.
playing operator. All that to
There's
say.
other games out there that actually do things a
And
lot
also
better than
have
Call of
really
Duty.
good weapon customization as well too.
Superior compared to Call of Duty.
Is it sad that as an FPS player, the funnest moment in gaming that I had this week was hauling a boom lift from Sacramento, California to Elko, Nevada with my 18 wheeler?
Dude,
Like
no,
that's
that
that's
sounds.
not good.
Uh,
But
I mean that sums up where we are in the gaming community right now.
you know
And
what I
honestly,
saw
it sounds
actually?
great, Crash. Sounds
You know what
great.
I saw? I see. There was an article that came out. It was someone that was playing one like a Dark Souls type game, and apparently there's a lot of gamers that are like part of our generation, people that grew up with games and stuff like that, are starting to stop playing multiplayer games and switch back to playing single player.
Yeah.
And I think that's good for a really good reason. And I think that's why games like Stalker that are coming out is getting even more popular nowadays and stuff like that. And even they even said, GSE, this is a single player experience. Um, sure mods will come out eventually, but it's just interesting to see the shifts between, people are starting to just get upset with the sweaty try hard gamers in every single FPS out there, the hackers, all that stuff. And then now they're starting to go play more single player games and have
Yeah.
more fun, there. So
well, I mean,
And,
that's what's
and
the.
it's
Go ahead, Buff.
go ahead, Crash. I was gonna say, like, and you can't, and I agree, but like you can't even. A lot of people will be like, oh, you're old, like stop, it's because you're old or you're getting older. It's like, no, you look at the games then, like I'm 34, and when COD 4 was out, I was in high school, and
the
like
30-year-olds back then were having fun.
right, and so
Those
was I.
games.
But like, look at the depth of the games then versus now, and even over the years. Like Battlefield 3 was a pretty in-depth customize. You can customize your stuff to a degree. That was
Mhm.
revolutionary at the time, and now comparatively to
Very
where we are now,
official. Yeah.
yeah, like with just using Call of Duty as an example, at the gunsmith and the weapons there, it's like you're way more. There's so many more attachments, like tuning and things like that. So it's not games are just evolving, which is fine. But are they evolving for the better or for the worse? I think it's the
Yeah.
$1,000,000
Yeah.
question.
There's an argument to be for both because I'm pretty sure kids growing up, and I mean like kids like 18 and less, will look at Modern Warfare 3, Warzone with pretty good nostalgic, glasses on and stuff like that, and look at it back when they're our age and be like, yeah, I remember the good times I had with my friends back then, and then they might say the same, but I don't. It's hard to tell because we're not, it's not 20 years in the future to see where this all led to, and I'm very curious
Mm,
to see that when my son is, in his teens and stuff like that, playing these type of games and seeing his
yeah,
reaction and stuff like that, and then I get to come in after, and if he never needs help, I'm pretty sure I'll help him out as well too.
Yeah. But
Dad, this squad's kicking my ass. I got you, son.
yeah, there's some pretty funny memes about that, about dad gamers stepping into. There's some
Yeah,
good stuff out there. Good content.
should we call our dads?
But there's a lot to that, Buff, and even like the people that are. There's also been people that have been playing this COD for like COD, like how it kind of feels now, like the recent ones, for hours and
yeah,
hours, like thousands and thousands of hours. And dude, I'm with you. The lobbies in Warzone are so sweaty. If I'm with uh m- one of my best friends, Walt, and his son Beast Mode Boone, kid is cracked, streams
Just
on Twitch.
yeah, dude.
The
I
three of
fucking love
us,
it. Also, the conversation between you guys is always hilarious.
yeah, because we give each other crap and it's pretty fun. But the three of us, we could rock out like 5 or 6 wins a night on Resurgence and do pretty well.
yeah,
But the games are constantly sweaty, dude. Like we're comms, we're like, we need to rotate here, do this. Like and I don't ever come across like a PUD squad. I'm never like, oh, those guys are bots. It's always just a
Right.
to the grit your teeth. You win by like a sliver of HP every time. There's just no bots anywhere. There's no how these lobbies are set up with
Yeah.
skill-based matchmaking. There's nothing, man. It's just constant sweat, constant comms, takes all your focus to try to scratch out a win.
And that's like have you played like regular BR too? Like have you noticed the difference? Like because it seems like regular BR, it's harder to get a win. Like I can get I can get in a resurgence. I'm sweating. It's like don't get me wrong, it's crazy sweating resurgence, but I haven't had a win in Kyrgyzstan in like regular BR in over 3 weeks.
100% it's harder.
I'll probably never get another win there the rest of my life, realistically.
But yeah, those matches are the same way. You never come across. I cannot ever remember saying in this Warzone that I was like, wow, that team was trash. It's always just a sweat fest. And to be fair, when I want to stop and like if you just want to chill out, like sometimes I could play like PUBG and you could kind of like chill and it was kind of silly and stuff. And some of the times, and even in Warzone 1, like you get an easy lobby every once in a while and you could chill. Like if I'm just like playing with my friends and streaming and trying to talk to chat and trying to like have a social kind of experience and run around and play Warzone, you're just gonna get absolutely stomped.
Yeah, you can't
you're
do
gonna
it.
get you're gonna get shit canned, and it's just crazy. It's crazy, man. And that might be true that there's no bots left in the game. I think it's skill-based matchmaking, but I think it's also COD is the only game a lot of people play.
Exactly. And you gotta also remember, like the people that are playing it, like the vocal minority, like majority of people that this game's catered to, and I feel like with the SBMM, like it feels like the majority of people that the game is catered to are playing 14, 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, like streamers, things like that. Like you said, like you're never running into like bots. And when I play with my friends who are super casual, never really play, or community members are just like, your lobbies are insane. And like, I suck. Don't get me, like, I am terrible. I'm probably one of the worst players out there, hands down.
I just
playing my lobbies, you might as well just blow your brains.
That's another thing too. The rise of streamers and content creators. Everyone wants to be the next Optic or FaZe member, and that's even old nowadays. Some people might not even know what FaZe is the way we remember FaZe back in the day.
Yeah.
So I'm just every not every kid, because there's clearly kids out there that just don't care, but there's some that mostly I would say most of them. Maybe I sound like a boomer at this point, but I think most of them probably just want to be that next big content creator. It's easy to stream too from a console. You can start doing that now pretty easily as well. Most of the people that they watch on YouTube are these pros and these just crazy flicks and sweat tryhards.
But also with Call of Duty, what does that matter when you have how many pros and streamers have been caught cheating, right? So you see, Call of Duty, any good gameplay with the way the lack of anti-cheat is and the amount of pros and full-time streamers and stuff that have come out and been caught cheating, like how can you even take the game seriously when people are getting caught cheating every day? So it's like, okay, your gameplay is great, everyone's gonna think you're cheating. Congratulations.
I got a good one for you. I got a good one for you, Buff.
Please.
Dude, I went back just to see how much of an old man I am. And we went back in the last 3 nights we've played Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy, where you can hear stuff.
Yeah. Crazy.
We've lost 1 match in 10 hours of playing. Lost 1 time. Also, last night we played against a cheater, blatant cheater, had a TTV name. Look, he was live to 2 people cheating his ass off in an old game.
He's gonna get recruited, bro. He's gonna get recruited
in an old game.
100%. Yeah.
In an old game, just cheating his ass off, streaming to 2 people.
He should try and go get some pussy instead, because he's not getting recruited anywhere.
Weed bum guy that you were playing with, like your own teammate talking shit.
Yeah, when he was talking shit to me. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Also, you're a teammate. What's
Yeah. And I also clutched 3 of those rounds too. Yeah. And
that was another thing that was like, he's like, I love that at the end. It's like, yo, what's your credit score? Like,
I was like, dude, he was giving.
Like it just shows the age. It shows the age.
He was just laying into me for being old. Like he was just, you sound like you're 46. I'm like, no, I'm 36. He's like, whoa, that's old. And you're playing video games. I'm like, dude, I have a job, a wife, a family, and in the evenings I get to sit and play video games. And I have a community. Like, what? How is that a diss? He's like, I
Yeah,
can't
what do
believe
you
it.
think?
Yeah.
What do you think that fucking
How
loser's
dare
gonna be
you.
doing in 20 years, dude?
Yeah,
He's gonna be
Exactly.
he's gonna be alone in
what?
his mom's
Dude,
basement
did you
playing
see that?
playing
I mean,
video
this
games with
we're
a
kind of, I feel
bottle
like
of
we're going off
lotion.
track now. But did you see that like that viral clip of Summit 1G with on Sea of Thieves? And he was playing against somebody and he sunk their ship. So what happened was the guy, because there's voice comms, there's like, you know,
Yeah.
communications in that game. And he was saying, you know, oh, he's 17. How, and then I guess he didn't realize he was talking to Summit, and then Summit, you know, said his age. Like, how are you 30 something and still playing video games? And then Summit was like, tell me right now, in 20 years, you think at a certain age, you're just gonna, at what, 20, 21, you're just gonna stop playing video games? You're just gonna put the controller down, say, all right, time to move on, gotta work a job, gotta, you know, pay my taxes, gotta, you know, stuff like pay my
Yeah.
bills. You're just gonna
Never have
stop
fun ever
playing
again in my
video
life.
games ever. Yeah, exactly.
The weed man finally tilted me enough that I did. I just said, you know what? Do you know what a credit score is, bud? And he's like,
Yeah, I know what a
yeah,
credit
I
score
know what it is. I
yeah.
was like, I bet yours is pretty low. And then I said, have fun trying to buy a house, little bud. Like you're.
Dude, as soon as it's so perfect timing, because then like the lobby disbanded.
Oh yeah, I sent that.
At the right time.
I sent that zinger at the end. Like that's not nice because
Oh, man.
there are huge problems in this country with people coming up. I don't know how like generations behind us are gonna make it and be able to buy a house, but he made me mad. So there, he got that. So I just gave him a little shot of reality in America right now. There you go, bud. It got a little real. I'm so sorry. I got
a little real.
I snapped. I shouldn't have
It's
snapped.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
You're gonna get canceled. This is like your like 6th, 7th cancellation in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, that's fine.
If so, hypothetical cancel if I gave a shit. So let's put that caveat there. You have to give a shit.
See, like you already got like
canceled,
see, you already got chat coming out. Steph is upset about you talking about the house, and you know it's coming. You're gonna get canceled. And one of these days, you're gonna get canceled more than Buff.
Probably.
You're gonna get banned.
No, I have a direct line to Elon, so I can't get canceled.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I need
true.
to.
That's true. He goes and has brunch with Elon.
I need to get those digits, man. Because yeah, some days on X, I feel like choosing violence, man.
Yeah, that's me every day.
I am drinking bourbon now.
Speaking of violence and destruction,
let's get into destruction. One more thing before we go. I just want to say happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to everybody. And I think I want to take a moment to think about that, what that man did. And also for everyone listening, watching on the internet, after I just talked about talking shit to somebody, just think about how you treat people and the changes that were made, and just everybody do our part to keep moving forward. That's what I say. That's what I want to say.
Unless you're a cheater in Warzone, then, you know.
Unless you're a cheater, then
you can fuck right off.
Jump in a lake. And yeah, I just poured some bourbon, so I'll drink to that.
And also, 100% salute to that. Cheers. As we're getting into Battlefield Destruction, I just wanted to open up. Not only have I been playing Operator, but I did reinstall Battlefield 2042, and I played the game, and I
thought about it.
I had fun.
You know,
I had some fun. That's how down FPS is right now. Like, to be honest, it was decent. It was pretty cool. I played a couple hours. It was good.
Viper10 on YouTube and on Twitter and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He was posting clips of him going back to Battlefield 4. Oh my gosh. I just remember
that all the time. So fun.
Dude, I was just watching him play. I was like, dude, you're making me want to reinstall. And I gotta
I keep that on my console. I'll never uninstall that off my console.
I need to reinstall it.
I'll go back and play that every couple months, and it's still the most fun I've had in Battlefield.
Like,
man, I wonder.
Yeah, dude.
I need to think I wonder if the Battlefield 5 cheaters have gotten bored and pissed off yet, so I can go back and play that game. That's what I should do.
I will say,
especially the movement from Battlefield 5 to Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
The Battlefield 4 is definitely, you can feel the stiffness
a
little
old.
bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people though, like a buddy of mine, Crucial FPS, also on YouTube. This guy knows how to like fluidly go from like prone to standing, and knows how to like really do like these crazy jumps, like movement.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's cracked at it. So there is that type of movement, but but it takes a lot of skill. It's not just slide
Right,
cancel, slide
and you're
cancel,
not
slide
sliding,
cancel.
which I mean, Battlefield 2042 has the sliding and stuff, and so did Battlefield 5. I'm all for the leaning and stuff. I just don't think the sliding to like a full, like
Dude,
a big slide, like
everyone slides, man. It's
right. I
so
just don't think it should be
cringe,
in
man.
Battlefield. I think like Sandstorm did a good job with the slide. Like it's a short slide. It's you cool
But
down.
it
It's
stops
for a
you.
yeah. It's for a
Yeah.
purpose. You're not surfing around the map. I don't think that has a place in Battlefield unless it's like a Sandstorm slide. But
I feel
but
targeted.
agree. Yeah. Well, Crash. Well, yeah. I
I
mean, get
like
good. What can
sliding.
I say? But
And
Battlefield
go play
4,
Call of Duty.
yeah, right. Battlefield 4, awesome
Camp too
game. That'll
old.
always be one of my favorites. 2042, it's finally in a state where it doesn't suck. I was playing with the RM68 or the RM277, had a good time, unlocked it, things like that. So, with this
In
news here,
2042, you had a good time.
I had a good time in 2042 for what I played. Yeah,
Holy crap! You've heard it
yeah,
here first,
I'm
folks.
kind of feeling
yeah.
like playing it again. I actually was texting my buddy Ham the other day, who I always play games with. I was like, dude, COD sucks and like cheaters and Siege. I was like, you want to play Halo or Battlefield? Because I played Halo
I don't want to play Halo.
I played Halo like 2 weeks ago. We played it for like 2.5 hours and had fun, and then we just like never ever went back to it. It's weird. We had a good time playing Halo.
I don't know. I think I'm just done with Halo myself, but
A lot of people are. I guess we should probably try to talk about some of these topics that we have on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So I guess the news that came out a couple days ago, I thought about making a video about it because like that's kind of how my channel grew, about early on Battlefield stuff. What happened is I saw it first on Insider Gaming. I think it might have been on another news source as well. Basically what they posted is, at a ripple effect job listing for a VFX director in Canada, it is stressed that the team is looking for a senior 3D artist to create the most realistic and exciting destruction effects in the industry. Before we take this conversation much further, I would just like to refresh everybody's memory to this clip right here. This is from EA Play in 2021, and they were talking about the new Frostbite engine and insane destruction that was going to be in Battlefield 2042. Do you see anything that looks like this in Battlefield 2042? The answer is, let me do a little
like
spoiler here.
1, to be honest. No,
there's not. So this has to be taken with a massive grain of salt based on what they've done to us in the past. I just wanted to say that because there were so many people that I saw on X and stuff getting super excited about destruction's back, because as you guys know, Battlefield 2042 has like these little prefab little squares and buildings that you could just like blow out and they just fall, and it's like, woohoo, it's destruction. But
I thought this was 2023, not 2004.
Right. So
nothing will beat Battlefield Bad Company 2. If they came out, if we had an official statement like, hey, we're gonna beat Battlefield Bad Company 2's destruction or rival,
I believe it when I see it.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is like at this point, you like, it's good to hear this, and
it'd be nice to hear it. Yes.
Yeah, but we, at this point, with what Battlefield's record is, we need to see it.
Didn't they say they were going to bring in a new era of Battlefield?
Well, they've said that quite a lot, Blue. I don't know.
It makes me more worried because of the whole specialist system. It makes
a new
worried.
era of suck is what they.
Didn't we hear the early days of like they wanted to make Battlefield more of a platform than an actual standalone title.
Yeah.
So
and that's the other caveat.
Era talk.
Blue, you're an excellent segue artist, because the other thing I wanted to talk about is, with all the different people and studios working on things, this is for ripple effect. So DICE over in Stockholm is still working on the main Battlefield title. So the other thing, so not only do we need to keep in mind what they said back in 2021 about insane destruction coming to 2042, never before seen scale, which did not happen. So keep that in mind. Also, this is for ripple effect, which is supposedly working on the third mode of Battlefield. So the new Battlefield experience within the universe. So this isn't even the main Stockholm folks. So there's just some caveats to keep in mind. Again, exactly like Buff said, like if we're going to hear anything, like this is good to hear, but you just need to take some steps back when you're getting excited. Remember what's happening. Also remember what this studio is working on, and just take like a chill pill. I know we've been hungry for a new, good, modern Battlefield for like 8 years now. So it's easy to get excited, but just take a step back, realize those two things, and take it for what it is at this point. in my opinion. So yeah, sounds like there's going to be some crazy destruction in whatever third mode Ripple Effect is working on. It's probably way ahead of schedule too. Just guessing.
Yeah, I think it's probably at this point. I think we'll hear something from that female at EA saying Battlefield is the furthest it's ever been in the history, and then it'll just be the worst game ever.
I was also refreshing my memory.
It's gonna be 3 months old beta, guys. Remember?
Yeah. It doesn't need more time in the oven, guys. I've been making games for years. It's just a little fine tuning. It'll be good.
So I remember this, and I went back and looked at some of the articles. Laura Miele, let's call her out by name. She also said,
"You suck, Laura."
She also said,
like, be honest.
She also said that this was going to be never before seen destruction and scale of battle into 2042. So I mean, it is true. We never saw. That is true, though. We've never seen that shitty of scale of destruction.
You're right.
In Battlefield, so she wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
Credit where it's due. Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
the shots that are being fired right now. Jesus Christ.
She is an artist with words. You're correct, Crash. She
got us.
Finagled us so well.
We got baited.
I love how they show a Battlefield 3 picture on that too, man. Like
that's where we're at.
They literally know the quality that it needs to be. They know the I don't even know what else to call it, but they know where it needs to be, and yet they freaking missed the ball by not even a mile, like on the other side of the planet at this point, different universe.
Yeah.
Gosh, freaking! Why are we talking about it? It makes you fucking fed up, Jesus. All right,
move on.
All right. It's move bad, on. Man.
Move
bad.
on. Okay, so I don't think it's gonna get better for us. Maybe we need to talk about this really quick too. Call of Duty Season 1 Reloaded is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah,
you need to get a sponsorship by BetterHelp. I need therapy after this.
We might need to.
Yeah, can we get that? Because I think we all need it after that.
For sure. Imagine going to therapy just for Battlefield.
Dude,
Battlefield and COD, man. Battlefield and COD.
It's like, what brings you in today? I'm so stressed out. Why? Fucking Battlefield, man.
Dude,
they can't get it right.
Dude, some of the stuff we talk about, we would make excellent podcast sponsorship deals with BetterHelp. Like, has first person shooters got you ready to jump out of a basement window? Well, let us help you at BetterHelp. Like, dude, we're made for it, man. We're set up over here.
We are. We're ready to go with it.
All right, Call of Duty Season 1 Reloaded. Try to keep this informational because I guess somebody just spoke in my ear. The production team over here said that this is supposed to be a news show, so I guess we can talk about some information about everyone's favorite shooter. Oh God, I don't want to. Modern Warfare 3 overview. There's going to be, this season looks fairly lackluster, in my opinion. I think season 2 will probably get hyped up because that's when I would guess that the old Rebirth maps are coming back. There's going to be a new 6v6 multiplayer map, Rio. New team gunfight. I'm actually mildly interested in team gunfight. If I can get like a 6 stack of my community members to play gunfight together, that'll be cool. Why would that be cool, Crash? Well, it's a one life mode. Everybody's going to have the same loadouts and there's not going to be any sneakers. So I'm kind of excited about team gunfight. Boys limited time mode. I couldn't care less. I am kind of sad that I wasted breath and time reading that. Multiplayer ranked play, that might help get some of the sweats over to ranked play. I'm all for ranked play in video games. I think it makes them fun, unless there's a bunch of cheaters. Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, the new modes, like I said, team gunfight, 6v6 gunfight. This is really the only thing in the entire thing that I'm moderately interested in. I think it could be kind of fun to have 6 people on each team with the exact same loadout and see who's better. Kind of cool. And honestly, with what we talked about at the beginning with skill-based matchmaking, this is probably one of the only ways you can have fun using off-meta guns, is if everybody is forced to use them. So
yeah, right.
There you go. Headquarters infected, stuff we've seen before. I know you guys can't believe it that we're getting old content. Multiplayer ranked play. These skins actually look sick. There's no way I'll ever earn one because I don't have a Cronus. But beyond that, ranked play maps and modes. I think ranked is really cool. I'm just not.
Is Rio just favela again?
No, It's new. So all the
Yeah.
all
Okay.
the DLC maps for this game are going to be unique, like new actual maps.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, because they didn't have time to make any new ones, so they have to come out as DLC. Dude,
Oh, look, it's A Train.
Crash,
I love
Crash.
A Train.
Yeah,
There he
A-Train's a
is.
shit, but Crash, stop, man. They're working on the anti-cheat. You know, give them some. You gotta calm down. You have really brutal expectations, Crash. And
I'm
it's kind
actually.
of like I might just walk away from the show because you're being just insane.
I'm sorry. I snapped again. I've been.
Yeah, you did.
I've been spitting fire today. I don't know why.
You have a temper today, Crash.
I do.
Your
I'm
temper
fired
is
up.
just-
I'm revved up. I got made fun of for being old all weekend, so I'm tired of it. And then I'm like, you know what?
I completely suck at video games, so we're on the same boat.
I'm like, you know what? You want an old man? All right, I'm gonna be a grumpy old man. You keep calling me that, you got one, okay? You
Good luck buying a house, loser.
Oh, you got a low as shit credit score, don't you? This one makes me laugh right here. Dokkaebi, straight up from Rainbow Six Siege. We talked about that a few weeks ago. I mean, to the equipment and everything, like crazy. Warzone, not much is happening in Warzone. There's a
Yeah, say
champions
that again.
quest for sweaty people, weapons case that you can try to
Nice.
get out. The covert exfil, I did see they walked that back because that seems like the stupidest thing ever. We talked about how dumb that was last week. They did walk it back.
I don't think we talked about it last
A
week. 'cause
covert
I mean,
exfil, like leaving the game covertly.
Yeah, so we discussed it a little bit last week, but their decision to remove it came after our show, like I think the end of the week. So like this is something covert exfils and the weapons case were things that were in DMZ, right? So their plan was to bring them with season 1 reloaded into Warzone. You could have purchase a covert exfil from the buy station, and there would be a weapons case on the map. So there'd be 5 total covert exfils available on the map to buy, and you had the weapons case. And the backlash they announced, I think it was Thursday or Friday, that they, upon community feedback, they decided to not put it into battle royale and save it for its own standalone mode. Which, I mean, Crash, do you have an idea what kind of mode exfils and weapons cases would be good in by chance?
Blue, I have no idea.
I got it. I can answer this one.
Yeah,
I can
Blue,
answer this one.
What do you think that would be, Blue? Let's tell.
Battle Royale.
Yeah,
Oh,
so close. Oh no,
The other one.
You should work for Activision, Blue.
One more time.
Okay, let's see.
Starts. It's on the tip of my tongue. Starts with an E.
Yeah.
Extraction.
Oh.
Okay.
ABC.
Yep. Yes. DMZ.
Close
you're
enough.
right.
Yeah. See,
Oh my god,
alphabet.
it's dude. It's
God,
almost
we're
like
stupid. All right.
It's almost like they had a mode like that already. It's insane. I thought they did, but I must have been wrong. I must have been crazy. I thought they had an extraction mode that they just said fuck it and decided not to support it anymore.
No,
And
they reskinned it with zombies.
the zombies. Yeah, you're right. But now they're gonna take everything from DMZ that they copy and pasted into zombies, and then we're gonna bring it to battle royale, and they're gonna make their own standalone mode. So that should be exciting. Super pumped for that.
Yeah. So that's weird that it almost feels like they could like flip a switch and and turn DMZ on because everything that they need is already in there. So yeah, it's crazy.
And that's, so I know we're making light of it, but in all seriousness, zombies is DMZ. Everything from DMZ is in zombies. And now they were going to bring the things in a battle royale. Yeah, admissions, everything is there. Like
Except
zombies
PvP.
is DMZ. Except
So
PvP,
they were really gonna put a covert. I mean, I guess we glossed over it last episode because I don't remember.
I thought we
these
talked
two
about
others,
it.
but they were really gonna put that in there in a battle royale.
Yeah, so
where
you could
it's
just
supposed to be
leave.
the last team standing.
Yeah.
What's the
The
Which is,
only
again,
reason to
what's the
do it,
point?
the only reason to do it would be if you had the weapons case.
or if I had to leave early, like, oh
I
shit,
mean-
sorry guys, mom's calling for dinner. We got to use that covert
Yeah, let's
exfil.
exfil. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, so maybe it would have been good because all the cheaters would have had to go because their moms would have been calling.
S&D.
But
They
yeah,
don't
no,
win the
it,
game.
yeah, it's really just, and that's honestly, like, you know, being a Call of Duty creator, by pure happenstance, when the game came out and I started, it's what happened. But it's really, really frustrating because DMZ was emoting. We talked about cheaters, meta, all this stuff. None of that really existed in DMZ. DMZ, like, all last year, you guys, what are you playing, Buff? We already know it's DMZ. And
DMZ, yeah.
I'm still, I went back and played some DMZ the past week on and off and was playing some a little bit
I
today.
saw you stream, but I saw immediately ran into a hacker, knew exactly where you were.
Yeah.
Free fire, chased. What was? I think it was the one when he chased you into the water.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was just like,
and I run into hackers every game, dude. It's just, it's nuts. And
back and it's still, yeah.
Yeah, it's just nuts. So
Covert X,
DMZ, you could at least you could play the game the way you wanted. So I mean personally, I don't think Covert Exfils would have been an issue in Battle Royale.
I think they're
but
smart.
I think the principle of the fact that like, we'll make a dedicated mode and it was something that was in DMZ. I just think it's
Exactly.
why didn't you just keep
If
DMZ?
it wasn't, if there was no DMZ and they brought this in, I don't think we'd be having the same conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have even had a problem with it anyways. But it just, why get rid of DMZ when there's clearly like there was a large player base that enjoyed that game mode that wasn't trying to slide cancel 24/7 in Battle Royale, So
also,
well, to see what mode they come up with for this. I
think Covert Exfil is super smart because you can't lose the match if you're not in there anymore. Well, did you win? No, I didn't do that either. Did you lose? I just left
successfully.
It's so
you
dumb.
exfilled successfully.
They were gonna have a leaderboard, with the most Covert Exfils. So somebody was
the end of the round, and it's gonna be like the guy just.
No, they're just like they were gonna make a leaderboard stat. So people.
Oh, they really were gonna do that. I thought that was joking.
No, they were. It was gonna be a leaderboard stat, so people could grind for Covert Exfils. It could be something you could do. It's like, dude, I'm so good at leaving the game early. Like, watch my videos. That's what.
Which is just again like super weird because it's like
super weird.
DMZ, you had the Exfils, like that was the leaderboards and everything were there. So it's just it's like I think I made a tweet like right when they announced it. It's like, or before they announced it, when they said they were adding the Covert Exfils. It's like you're doing everything to add DMZ without adding DMZ. It's what it feels.
Yeah. It doesn't get it. Yeah, it doesn't get
everything. Yeah.
It doesn't get any more covert than just hitting Alt F4. I mean, that's a Covert Exfil. You're out.
Well, there you go.
You're doing everything in your power to do anything else other than what the people want right now.
Yeah. What harm does it do to you clearly everything's in the game to just bring it over 1-1. So like, what's the harm to do it? You can't, and splitting the player base can't be the reason because you already have Battle Royale and Resurgence. And it feels to me, Crash, you can probably agree, like Resurgence is more of the more casual version. I think that's where all the more of the casuals are.
No.
So it's like if people didn't want to play DMZ, they
thought it was more for
it,
people that want bigger
kills.
KDs, bigger kill games.
So maybe I mean maybe that too, but my more casual community members that just like want to actually like play.
I think it is
and get more gun time.
I mean, I think it's for both because I remember when I first played Warzone and Resurgence came out from Modern Warfare 2. And I was playing with my brother, and that was the only game mode we played because I don't have time to sit there and wait for the next, drop in.
Right.
So
exactly. That's part of it. Yeah, frustrating. Hopefully, this new magical mode they're coming up with is DMZ because that would make me very happy.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't know. I think Resurgence is both. Like, it's easier to get a win, so I think a lot of people play it. But a lot of folks that you meet in the end game are just demons, just full sending it with Cronus Maxes and like
demons.
It's wild.
But the fact that you can respawn right away, I think if you did get killed by a cheater or a suspected cheater, like you're able to come back. So it's like, okay, that guy was suspicious, but like I'm gonna come back and get my stuff, and we're gonna try it again. Whereas like, okay, Gulag. That like there's less downtime, which makes it less frustrating.
I think it makes it all that fact also makes people more aggressive though too, like because they know they can come back. So that's where people go for like the high kill totals, and that's sometimes you get just absolute lobbies full of creatures, and they're just flying all over the map, and it's wild.
It's rough.
All right,
but I mean, really quick for weapons, you're getting an SMG. I forgot which one it is, honestly, but the light machine gun, shocking. They've added more machine guns from the base game in season 1 than Modern Warfare 2 did, which, as much as we talk crazy about that, Modern Warfare 2 with the LMGs, Modern Warfare 3 and the hackers in current state, like they've added LMGs to the game, which is more than we got the past 12 months with Modern Warfare 2. So the FN Evils, which is the next iteration of the M249 SAW, that's being added to the game. So that'll be interchangeable with 5.56, 5.45, and 7.62 by 51 NATOs. So that should be cool. At least for MP, like, Warzone's kind of chalked. Like we just talked about. I think Resurgence, it should be fun to use in there. But definitely like multiplayer, war mode, things like that. It'll be a lot of fun. So at least they're adding like cool guns continuously, which is good. And in the blog post, I mean, one of those photos crash that we already scrolled past. There was the 2 operators had the F2000, the Belgian F2000 as an assault rifle. So we saw that, I think, in Vanguard. So it's not a leak. They're clearly marketing like, hey, here's a gun that you guys haven't seen yet.
Oh, there it is.
And it's the F2000. So that's been rumored. I think we are all knew it was coming. So it looks like that'll probably be a season 2 gun. Yep, there you go, F2000. Yep. So that'll be cool to see. I know, when it came in Vanguard, it was a little bit like disappointing because it was a World War II game. So this should be.
My grandpa used the F2000 in World War II.
I know, and the I think there was a ray gun too. He probably used also. Cool.
Oh no, clearly that's an Easter egg that he found in Japan.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah, the Wunderweapon, yeah. So this will be a little bit more appropriate. It'd be cool.
Wunderbar. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready for an absolute a new segment?
New segment.
Let's try it on.
Speaking of the person, he just made
already tilted before.
He made another tweet also, which I commented on too. It's just pretty funny. So we should just go through his page. But yeah, let's do it.
I'm terrified. I didn't really want to talk about the person. I kind of wanted to talk about the actual tweet, but it's inevitably going to happen. It's inevitably going to happen.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the program, welcome into the new segment of the show that we would like to call What's on X. We're going to see what's popping on the timeline, what people are talking about in the world of FPS games. This is great. Segments are great. It means we're a real show. All right. The first thing I wanted to talk about was from this account that we all love. But what's more important, I feel like, is the actual content of this tweet, which is really funny. People are actually selling bot lobbies on eBay for Modern Warfare 3. And if you guys want a little fill in on what this probably actually is, the fact that they're charging 1 penny for shipping is also pretty funny. But this is on eBay and people can buy this. I feel like there's like a lot of layers to how stupid this is, but why this is a thing. If you guys remember, one of the biggest reasons that there are really bad hackers in Escape from Tarkov is because there would be what they call RMTs, like real money transactions, where people could use hacks and then sell and bring in loot that people wanted. People could buy loot from these hackers that vacuum them all in the servers, and you could buy like a LEDX, you could buy like an ophthalmoscope, you could buy like whatever crazy loot you wanted, like black and red labs key cards and all that stuff. You could buy on eBay, and the cheaters would go in the lobby with you. You get the part, get the loot. They would kill the whole lobby, and then you could exfil safely. So, and RMTs are one of the reasons for that. So not only are people cheating to make a name for themselves or whatever, try to get high kills or try to hit clips on TikTok, now you're adding like an RMT layer to the cheating in Modern Warfare 3, where people, and what I assume they're doing here is with bot lobbies, is there is a tried and true method for getting bot lobbies that a lot of YouTubers use, especially in multiplayer. And I'm Marksman has a really good video on this. He straight up shows how it works, where he has another a console sitting next to him with another account, another copy of the game with an absolutely tanked KD, tanked stats, like a 0.2 KD. He'll queue in with that. He can if he wants to. He was just being really transparent about it. If he wants to make a crazy video showing what people do, he can queue in with, he was doing it on stream to show people. He can queue in with that crappy account, and then as it's searching, join it. Like leave it in open lobby and then join it with your main account, and then you'll get a lobby of like literally the lowest of the low bots. And that's what a lot of YouTubers will do to get, and then you can leave with that account. It'll fill somebody in, but you're chilling. So I'm assuming all this person is selling over on there is that they will tell you their Activision name. They have a really, really low KD account. They'll queue with it. They'll have you join on them, and you'll get bot lobbies with
not actual like legit bots. Even though there was that video of like the bots that I guess are in the game. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I think we talked about it last time, a couple episodes ago, where it was like legit, like the one side of the team was actual AI bots.
Yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't
Yeah,
think it was
yeah,
I
confirmed.
mean,
But
there
people
was
have been
that. There
seeing
was that. I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
there was that one video I saw that was. I mean, like it was kind of hard to not say it was because again, like you had one side of the team, all like four of the guys walk backwards, like they were like they had the animation of like an AI, NPC, you know.
Right. Exactly.
So
yeah,
Well, there's been
that's
some
the
people have
thing.
seen like
Yeah.
said like this is like legit AI. Like, they've recorded like what appears to be AI players like walking and shooting at walls like continuously. Like they've seen it enough to where it seems like they're trying to like maybe test them in the background. Could
yep.
be actual AI lobbies. Who knows?
Really hard to tell.
I'll buy it real quick. Send me the link. I'll spend some money on it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you test
I
it, and I'll join. I'll join you. I'll join that player, and we'll figure it out.
And then we'll
Get a
boom.
Warzone win. What we'll
and
do.
then yeah, man, like an even like another layer to this is that there's a market for this. There's people looking for these little shitty advantages to do well in a video game, and it's just like to all this stuff. Like just play the game. Like
It's the
just
same one
play
that'll
it.
call you old.
I think this is
Okay.
what's the most frustrating for me. Like as far as being a Call of Duty creator, like we talked about me like playing Operator. Like I'm having more fun playing a single player solo Operator experience than I have playing Modern Warfare 3 or at least Warzone. Period. Like Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, it was so, but like playing by myself solo in the Operator, I'm having more fun. So it's like this type of thing is going on consistently year after year. There's really no. It doesn't seem like anything's being done about it. Just everyone's trying to find the advantages and loopholes because everyone wants to be the next like Dr. Disrespect.
So dumb.
Yeah, it
Just
really
play the
just
game.
it's
Like,
it's really bringing the whole experience down, which is
and
unfortunate.
it's also bringing out my age. But do you guys remember when we used to play games to have fun?
I
Anyone?
mean, dude, that's what
No?
but that's what it should be. I mean, I would like I used to have so much fun just hanging out at night in college, playing Battlefield
Mhm.
3 with my buddies, and like there was no SBMM. You didn't care about anything except like taking the PTFO and just having fun. Like that was fun.
Exactly.
That was
Exactly.
pure fun. No, like you're dying to like there's so many players on the
There was
map.
more
You're
fun
you're gonna
moving
do
from
good.
flag A to flag B because there was
Yes.
a big push to that than
Yeah.
the entire match sometimes.
Right. Yeah. You would get in those pinches like I think like Battlefield 4, for example, Golan Railway, right? There's an A and a B flag, I want to say it is, or
Mhm,
it's a B and
mhm.
a C or something up there, to the top left of the map. Like that's just you get in those meat grinder areas that are just that's pure and that's why I
Like
go back to play Battlefield 4 because it's fun. Like we need that.
like
We
blowing
need
up the
that type of
IEDs in that
experience.
game
Yes,
on
yeah,
that
that was great.
map.
We need that. We don't have it doesn't seem like that type of experience is out there from the AAA market. It's frustrating.
and and that's another thing too. I always wonder if it is just age. Sometimes if I wonder if it's just me, like are any younger generation people they of course they haven't played games when we were growing up, but are they feeling something like this too? Are we the only ones that are just saying games aren't fun anymore, or is this more of a widespread issue?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
very
a great question.
curious.
That's a great question, but
Yeah.
also look at how the games have evolved, right? Like Battlefield 3 being the example that we were just using. I think because at least you and I, Blue, can relate to that. Crash joined way too late, unfortunately. But I mean that the intricacies of that game, the detail, everything, like the customizations was that pales in comparison to what you see today with the AAA market, even with Battlefield 2042. So the fun factor. I don't. That's why I don't think it's the age. I think games have just evolved so much to the point where the culture is more a sweat fest with the AAA market because everyone wants to be the streamer. Whereas Battlefield 3 timeline, when we were playing for fun, there wasn't streamers. There was YouTubers. There wasn't really streaming back then.
Yeah, no, YouTube, and then it would also, I think it was harder to get into the content creation realm too.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah.
have to find oh my god, what was I think the one thing I really wanted was like a hog
Yes, I bought
I
one.
forgot what that was.
I
You bought
bought
one
one
of
at one
those?
point, yeah, because I wanted to
And
do,
I had
you
a
know,
CRT TV, you
yeah,
know, and I had
yeah,
to. Oh my gosh, it was.
and it was this big chunky box, yeah, because I wanted to do
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield 3 content. That was right when like level cap was coming up. You know, so he good for him, like
2011,
jumping
that
on
era.
that
Yeah.
boat early. Like that was the kind of the first batch of it, and then it turned into streaming. So the games have evolved,
But
the
even
industry
dude,
has evolved.
even he's making his own game now, and that's another thing. So you got all these content creators nowadays that are
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fed up with
you're right.
the
Yeah,
industry. They're making their own game now.
and exactly, and I think that's because the fun factor that used to be there just isn't there anymore. Because it's all, you know, microtransactions came in, so it's more so companies and you know, looking for how can we make money, and they're prioritizing money in the game. How can we
In
make money
experience.
in
Yeah.
SBMM, keep people playing longer than the actual fun factor? Like,
They're
yeah,
they're they're looking at us like numbers instead of players.
but
That's
Yeah.
yeah, but the irony is, if you make a fun game like that and then offer the store items, things like that, people are going to be having fun and buy things that are good instead of,
oh, hand over fist. I would put money into Call of Duty if it was a fun, or sorry, not even Call of Duty, more
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
as much
yeah.
as I like Call of Duty, I'm definitely more personally more of a Battlefield fan.
Same, me too. Yeah.
Battlefield versus Call of Duty rap battles, I always root for Battlefield.
Hell yeah,
Uh,
all day.
yeah, but again, if that was a fun game to start with, and then they started coming out with skins on top of extra content, if we had
Mhm.
the same amount of content we had in Battlefield One compared to this, yeah, I would put money into it. I would. I
Right,
mean,
right.
I did. I put money into Battlefield Premium back in the day for both
Yeah,
3 and
same.
4. You
Same.
know,
Yep. And
so
that's what was great. So I mean, exactly, just to bring it back here, with you seeing what we have here on this account here on X, Modern Warfare, is just like this is where gaming. I mean, you always had stuff like this, but this is just an example of like how bad it's got. You
Yeah.
know?
yeah.
And it reverse boosting. Everyone trying to get those bot lobbies so they can get the nuke or this and that, and make it
Mm-hmm.
get a big hit
Mm-hmm.
on a YouTube video and things like that.
Get
So
the skin unlocked and make a
yeah,
video about it, or
yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of where we are. I like that. That post sums it up for sure. Which I mean, that one post. Look at the conversation it generated, right? Like, so it's
Yeah.
a hot topic. It's crazy.
Yep. It sucks just all the little advantages that people are trying to get. The next Zeet I wanted to talk about was Rainbow Six. This will probably be a shorter one. Because what are they doing? You know? They've kind of murdered Quick Match really bad, and Unranked is gone. And they really also got rid of Terrorist Hunt, which they can't play T Hunt anymore to warm up. There's like not really a good feeling warm up anymore. They continue to make questionable changes, in my opinion. Again, I don't have a crazy amount of hours in Siege, like 1,500 or something. I did get to.
I'm a veteran now myself.
Yeah,
Just
you are.
saying, you
Yeah, you
know,
are.
I'm a
Blue's been playing
R6 Siege
Siege.
veteran. Apparently, actually, can we talk about that for 2 seconds real quick? Because
Dude,
I still don't know
it's dude. We got a
how it
Mandela
happened.
effect or some kind of weird thing going
Dude, I
on.
swear to God, I've never played R6 except one time, and apparently I loaded it up, and my account was level 53. And the craziest part, or sorry, 52. The craziest part, I looked at the achievements, and this was like 2018, 2019. Apparently, I've played and won 100 matches as an attacker. Not
Dude,
even,
someone
dude, and
hacked
I'm
your
like,
account and was using it.
dude,
That's
but then I
hilarious.
called my brother, and I was like, hey, dude, did you play like? Because I don't know if it's like if Ubisoft is connected through console as well too. And for a certain time, he was using my account before I think he bought his own. And I called him and I was like, hey man, did you like play on did you ever play Rainbow Six Siege? He's like, a little bit. And I was like, okay, did you like play on mine?
Wait, 100.
And he's like, I don't remember. So we will never figure out at this point, I feel like, what happened with my account. So clearly I'm not lying when I say I'm a Rainbow Six Siege veteran. I've been playing apparently since 2017, 18, and 19. All right.
Yeah,
So I got some couple wins under my belt.
You would talk
All
about
right.
getting
I've
old.
just
Not
never
remembering
ranked.
that. It's rough. That's getting old.
But dude, I swear, like because I remember the first time I ever, was it 2017? I think it was. I played Siege, and it was testing out a training level, and I was like, all right, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't really feel like playing this, but apparently that's not the case. So,
Gee. So Yeah, I don't get what's going on there. Like maybe in an alternate universe, there's another blue that's like a siege main champ diamond level. I don't know.
That's why. That's what when I was playing. That's why I was popping off because I was like, oh no, guys, this is my first time, you know. And then, but then I'll do that and then I'll bet money on it, and then that's when I, you know, sit forward in my gaming chair.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a pro, man. Probably secretly like me in Fortnite. Like I really I suck at Call of Duty.
You guys
but,
found
dude,
out my secret.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been playing Rainbow Six
Crash
this
is
entire
just-
time.
Crash is just over there streaming Stalker. Then it's like, all right, guys, I gotta go do stuff now. And then he's just fucking sweating on Rainbow Six.
Yeah, dude.
You know that meme with the guy that's like sweating and he's like hitting the table
Yeah.
over and over.
That's Blue. Blue's a closet Rainbow Six fiend, man.
Oh God, I don't know what happened, guys. I never played before. It's like the Battlefield and Friends, where it's like the closet Colonel of 100.
The closet Colonel 100.
Yeah, that's Blue.
That's exactly. I'm a closet Emerald player. That's another account.
Oh no, I don't know how that happened. Yeah,
I've never played this. Wow, this is a fun game, guys. This is crazy.
It's so true. It's so true. So all that to say, as I pour this second glass of bourbon, whoa, that's a ooh.
The big one.
They're
Oh,
they're adding shield changes, man. And it's so weird, dude. Like the shields are fine in that game. I hate shields. My buddy Ham really hates shields, so he might quit the game forever. There's some damage reduction, increased recoil and stuff, but they made these changes on the lab test server today that you can check out and answer stuff back. But what you can do is you're gonna be able to sprint with shields up, bash through barricades, so Blitz can now blow through walls like Oryx can, and you can also free look with shields. And there is an actual clip that Macy J posted of a Monty just destroying a guy. So Montaigne is a shield operator with when your shield is extended, you can't shoot or do any kind of offense or anything.
Oh, is that how you say that name?
Montaigne, I think so. And dude, he can knock people over now. So Monty was like pretty good in a team, right? It was essentially like a human drone. But if you watch this clip, he takes a lesion and like hits him against the wall and incapacitates him. So like I don't know why like you're making the shield stronger. I've literally never seen anyone that said buff Monty, buff shields. Like I try to pay attention to what's going on in Rainbow Six Siege. It's one of my favorite games.
Wait, was it it was a one hit?
It one hit and it like knocked him back like a nomad air jab. So he hit him once and knocked him back and then hit him again, and he's dead. But that whole time he can't do anything back because he's stunned. He can't shoot your feet or anything because it knocked him back into a stun shape.
Wow.
And I'm telling you what,
like on his back.
In a competitive FPS, anytime you lose control of your character where you can't move your mouse, like if you get stunned or something, you're going to be tilted off the actual planet. Like it's going to make you so mad.
For sure. For sure.
Monty is always used really well. I mean, essentially Monty is strong with the team because what is he? He's a human drone. Like if he folds out his stuff, he can just drone, you can follow him. And I just like some of the stuff that they're doing, dude, like makes no sense. And I think if I understand it right, with Monty's shield down and not extended, he could like blow through walls and stuff. I already saw a clip of Blitz like blowing through walls just like Oryx. It's like no one wants stronger shields.
That, what's that drone that breaks the walls and the floors now? Like you don't even need that anymore.
It's so Monty. Dumb. I'm so upset. Yeah, I don't get it. It is on the test server and people are able to get feedback on it. So maybe like it's not a thing.
Hopefully that changes it.
Yeah, hopefully people talk about it.
It's Ubisoft though. I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, and I can't even touch them. So
it's true. The next thing, T-Pain confirms he's working on GTA 6. I don't know if you guys know this, but GTA 6 released a trailer. Did you know that?
Oh, did they do that? Does it look good?
Yeah, there's a GTA 6 trailer.
Maybe we should talk about it next week, Crash. Did you think about that?
Live GTA
I didn't
6,
know.
All right.
Maybe next week we can talk. That'd be cool. Maybe
guys, I'm already in GTA 6 already. You guys, come on.
Are you playing it right now?
For the feedback.
Are you in the beta?
I'm living in it.
Yeah,
and like people want to live in the virtual reality world. I'm literally living in it right now.
You know how I know that, Blue? Because the other thing on X was that a Florida man was arrested after attacking a Subway worker with a sandwich for not cutting a foot long in half. Okay, Blue.
Did you just read that today?
No, I had that tweet pulled up to talk about because you are a
Wait,
Florida man,
what?
and I wondered if it
Why?
was you. And you just said
Oh,
that you're living in GTA 6, and I'm like, you know
well,
what?
listen,
I got a tweet for
I
that.
don't like
It sounds like a
Subway,
blue thing.
so I'm a Jersey Mike's fan all the way. So you won't catch me on Subway. So
Dude,
that's not me.
he attacked him with his sandwich. Like, it's got to be some stale
Dude,
bread, dude.
the gif right underneath with the guy just
Just
full
flying
on
across the dude.
flying across, the flying punch the camera.
It's not good.
But dude, I mean, it's so funny all the little Easter eggs in the Vice City in the GTA 6 trailer were actual stories from places here in Florida, and then like the whole guy with the face tattoo Joker, is apparently is his name in real life, or that's his gangster name, whatever
That
the hell
guy's
it
such a
is.
moron, man.
Is looking to sue Rockstar for using his likeness.
Yeah, I saw that.
So then-
for like a
so
couple
then-
Yeah, like,
million.
dude, you
It's
are
ridiculous.
a legit felon, and your
Let's-
your main focus is
Yeah.
to sue Rockstar right now. It's not gonna work out for you, man.
Hey, Blue, let's use Joker logic here. If he wants to sue him for his likeness, could not DC Comics sue him for taking the likeness of the Joker?
Exactly.
What are we doing here? It's not your idea, pal. Like, shut up.
But
He's so stupid, dude.
But
That guy-
the whole T-Pain thing though is actually really interesting though, because it makes me curious to see because I know for a while ago it was announced that Rockstar teamed up with some of the modding community from 5M and Redm, which is the whole, again, for people who don't know, the GTA roleplay program, the community behind that as well too, which made, again, servers like NoPixel, which is super popular, a bunch of streamers, stuff like that. Apparently, T-Pain cannot play on NoPixel anymore. Like, it's weird to say that because it's not even technically GTA 5. It's like you need a copy of GTA 5, but you're not playing GTA Online. So it's weird to be like, all right, you can't play GTA 5 RP anymore. You have to just stop playing. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. I will say, I'm pretty sure we'll see him as we'll either see him as a radio host in the game, a character, or his music, or maybe all three.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he'll
Agreed.
be like a DJ, a radio DJ that is a character in game, and he plays his own music or something like that. I don't know. Maybe something like that. But it's just, I'm just curious to see what Rockstar. I don't even care about the whole T-Pain thing. I'm curious to see what Rockstar is going to be doing with the role playing team.
Yeah. Because that's
along. Because now, dude,
huge.
5M has Rockstar money now. Hopefully, or at least has access to a certain chunk of it. And I'm very curious to see what that comes up.
Yeah, it's been huge. So the next thing, I don't know if we've talked about cheaters so much. Do you want to skip that? I don't know.
We all know what cheaters are.
Yeah. This guy just says that cheaters at Call of Duty are non-existent. I knew this would piss Muff off.
That's hilarious, dude.
He said, I have to say it, but according to some, they're still running it at 10 to 15. Yeah, 10 to 15 cheaters a day, which is crazy to claim. He says, I think it comes down to this. Some people can't handle losing and will always think they're being cheated on when in reality they just got smoked. He says there are countless people cheating in tournaments trying to make a name for themselves, which shows it's possible to get away with it for a short time. When you have both of those things happening, it's a great breeding ground for hacker hunters and salty players to pretend like everyone's cheating. So this guy thinks
cute. That's super cute of him to say. Then the problem is obviously there needs to be a better anti-cheat, and then problem solved. Like, then people won't be salty thinking they get killed by cheaters because we're forced to play with PC players, and people won't be cheating in tournaments and stealing $70,000. So pretty easy.
I kind of agree with the sub 1 KD right here. He says code manipulation cheaters like crazy aimbot ones are 3.5 to 5% of all bans, but like it does not account for PC macro users, VPNs, Cronuses, Rewast, and all that other shit that you can buy and not even get worried about getting cheated. So I don't know.
Yeah, and the Rewast, what we talked about last week, it's like they're not. So anytime you get suspiciously killed like too easy at range, it's like, how do you not question it, knowing what's out there to do that?
And then
no kill, you're not gonna think any suspicious kill when you get beamed is gonna be like, oh, that guy's just better now because they let the game get so out of control with cheaters. So
And then I don't
that's on
know.
them.
Yeah, I also don't know if this guy's just like cheating shit or tweeting shit to get impressions and
For
piss people
farming,
off. So.
yeah.
I mean, he's probably a cheater too. Yeah.
Whoa, got him. Then
Yeah,
Escape from Tarkov. This was crazy to me, dude. On the 12th, they posted that from December 27th to January 12th. That's not that long. That's a couple weeks, right? With the support of BattleEye anti-cheat, we banned more than 11,000 cheaters in Escape from Tarkov.
Again, you're banning the cheaters, not going to the root cause.
Yeah.
Holy
Exactly.
shit, man.
You need the root cause. I mean,
That's so many.
From December.
That's a lot, man.
Less than a month.
Dude, they put out a spreadsheet with their names on here.
Did they really?
Wait, Tarkov did? Battlestate did?
Yeah, they put a spreadsheet out with all their names, list of banned players.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
hell yeah, that's awesome.
Control F, BlueTheRobot, find it right now. Find me right now.
That would be some controversy. But yeah, there's some
controversy.
There's some TV, TTV.
Well, someone did someone did take my name. I tried to put my name in when I first did the wipe stuff, and I couldn't get my name. So listen, my Tarkov name is the BlueTheRobot. So if you see someone BlueTheRobot hacking, clearly not me. I promise.
Someone's trying to frame you, dude.
Sure thing, bud.
I just wanted to hear your reaction.
The other thing is dude, Stalker 2 news, man. These Stalker 2 screenshots look so good. Sorry, podcast listeners. You guys can't see this. Just imagine, close your eyes unless you're driving, then obviously please don't close your eyes. And imagine like this most gritty, just fucking, this looks cool, man. I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's like a it looks as good as like Hunt Showdown, but it's more like saturated and like alive with like the lighting and stuff and the colors and
the fog in the background.
The volumetric lighting and stuff is so good, and the water and like, dang it, man. Like I am gonna play Stalker 2. It looks so good.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on, of course, if people don't know, on just the Stalker grind, playing all kinds of games, mods, Stalker Anomaly, True Stalker, Radiophobia 3. I just started this playthrough today. I've played Shadow Chernobyl recently just to kind of get into it, see the vanilla aspect compared to the modded aspect. And nothing can quench that thirst of seeing these graphics and then trying to somehow emulate it is not possible. I will say too, because the UI was changed originally. It's been changed so far from what I've seen twice. This is like the third iteration, and it looks like it brings both the first iteration and the second iteration, puts them together. And it's cool because you can see like on the right hand side for audio listeners, you can see both the rounds in the chamber plus the rounds that are like you have in your inventory. Plus there's like a little box of like the ammo type as well too. That's really cool. I can see if I have buckshot, slug, or
that's cool.
You know, any AP rounds or a 7N22, whatever the heck it is for 5.45, stuff like that. So, and it's of course, there's the radiation bar, health, stamina on the left. And just to kind of explain a little bit more, you got a PP Keter. I forgot the actual nomenclature afterwards, but you
got it. You got it.
Okay, so there's no number. It's not like a.
It's a PP.
It's just a PP Keter.
It's a Keter PP not a 19, but yeah, it's a Keter.
I just like that you guys are saying PP over and over.
Yeah, you probably love that crash.
Pretty funny to me. I do.
But it's just cool because it's also one, of course, I've said it before, day one PC mod support, which Unreal Engine 5 mods with these graphics will look insane. Like, I can't wait to see what this game holds. I just hope it runs well. And I actually looked it up today because this is, again, Unreal Engine 5. It looks amazing. It's going to, probably have a great storyline. but the requirements listed on Steam are pretty intense. So just the minimum requirements is not bad. You at least need a 1060 for Nvidia. I don't really know anyone that uses AMD graphics cards. Sorry. Uh,
Hmm.
and for the recommended is a GTX RTX 2070 Super with at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty much the standard nowadays. I feel like for PC games, and 150 gigabytes of available space. So this is going to be a pretty big game to
Solid,
install
solid.
as well. So, man, yeah. Oh, sorry, Black. I uses AMD. Okay, so you at least need a 580 minimum and a RX 5700 XT, at least 8 gigabytes of VRAM. So, yeah, there you go.
Nice.
But again, I'm excited. I've been playing a lot of Stalker lately. I did finish a True Stalker mod gameplay playthrough, which again is a mod that basically made a full game. I mean, there is a writing script. I played the end, and when the credits were rolling, like there was an actual team behind this. Apparently, this mod was made for like 8 years or something like that and it was written by Wolfstalker, which the entire time I didn't realize he was in my chat. The guy who
Oh
wrote the
my god,
story
that's
was
crazy.
in my chat, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Will Stalker?" And then his name come out. I was like, "Oh my god, that was you, dude! I freaking love the story. Like,
That's cool.
I want a part two, but I have a feeling we might get it in Stalker 2. So,
Good.
um, yeah, we'll see. I don't know, but dude, it's just I can't explain how well this looks. Please go look it up for yourself. It's on Epic Games. Apparently, Epic Games was the one that released these screenshots. So if you want to go check it out, it should be in under Epic Games or Reddit. It's all over Reddit and r/stalker. So here you go.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that, and it's on console too. It'll be nice. That should be a great
Yeah, I
game.
mean, that's another thing too that we were talking about, like holding next gen consoles back for past consoles.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm pretty sure this is next gen only. I'd
I
be
think it is. Yep.
shocked. I'd be shocked if this is Unreal Engine 5 looks this good and they're still trying to make it for past gen. Now people will say, "Oh, but it's still for console, so they got to downgrade it regardless." I don't know. Again, I think we haven't seen the full capability of these next gen consoles. It's not going to beat someone's 40 series, GPU, all
Mhm.
$4,000 or $5,000 built into their RAM, 32 or 64 gigabytes of RAM. It's not going to beat that, but I still think you can at least get a solid 60 FPS on a decent, TV. If we'll see. I don't know. It could be really good or it could be super unoptimized. It could be from what we've seen in games and early access and the way games release nowadays, it could be super unoptimized and just mostly negative reviews on Steam. So
But
we'll just have to wait and see.
they have been working with Xbox, right? Like Xbox has showed them at their developers direct stuff, and they've been at
They
their.
have
So hopefully
Uh,
Xbox has been giving them some help and with optimization and been
yeah,
working with them.
Hopefully.
but it's apparently releasing this quarter, so we
Nice.
should
Dude,
be
that's
hearing something very.
so
I'm pumped
huge.
for that.
Dude, guess what, guys? Jack Frags posted a
So,
video an hour ago. AI cheats are out of control now.
Dope. That's great, man.
AI
Super
cheats?
fun.
AI cheats, yeah, are out of control now.
Like what?
Yeah.
Oh Lord! All
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Also, real quick
we're
before we
fucked.
get on topic, because I think there was another video that you had the weapon customization in that game looks amazing.
Yeah,
Stalker?
it does look really good.
It's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right here. It's
yeah,
right here. I got you.
yeah, yeah. No, we got the whole in real time weapon customization. So shout out to Stalker 2 News, keeping me up to date on my Stalker stuff because there's a lot going around. There's also a lot of people there's a lot of YouTube or not YouTube on X accounts that are saying, anytime now we know it's going to release right now, but no one actually knows an exact date. But yeah, we've seen a little bit of this weapon customization in the first trailer, but we just didn't get to see any more really until now. And I will say the game doesn't look, because a lot of people were saying it looked downgraded in other trailers. It still looks really good, even with the compression on.
Yeah,
clear.
it's really
So
compressed, but you can just tell like if you were rendering on your screen, the lighting and stuff is so sick.
Yeah, yeah.
I do find it
It
kind of
looks
cringe
nice.
of the way he puts a sight on the Picatinny rail. It's not, that thing would fly off the second you shoot around. You know,
Oh,
I
for
get it.
sure.
It's a game. You can't sit there and torque it to spec and
Hmm.
you know,
Well,
Zero
yeah, I
it.
mean, yeah, it's really
zero,
silly
you know.
because there is no chance in hell that thing's sighted in, right? Like, you just like,
Not
there's
even
no
just slide
way.
it in. Like it's just you just slid it into like the slots and
Yeah,
that's it. You didn't tighten
that's
it
it.
up or nothing.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
the second you put it the weapon down, the sight's falling off, you know. So
yeah, and
yeah, it's just funny.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
you
funny.
can pick that stuff, but like the way he puts a suppressor on, like he turns it like one turn. Like, there's no way any suppressor has that coarse of threads to be tight after like
I
one turn.
wish, bro.
Like, there's
Yeah.
no way. So,
Oh man,
yeah,
I
whatever.
have a threaded barrel on my Glock, and even tightening the barrel, the thread cap on it, this thing somehow loosens itself up no matter how tight I put it on there. So
That's good.
That
yeah,
is nice.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Um,
But yeah, I'm excited to see you guys play Stalker for the first time.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
doing
excited.
it, dude. That looks so cool. It looks so cool, so cool. That's really all I had, guys. Like on X, and one more thing. I guess this kind of is like the only.
Wait, hold on. We had multiple quick shots just now. What do you mean?
I know, but like those were what's on X. That was like on
Those are
X.
Like
Like,
a quick shot.
X quick shot.
this is a new segment.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about the future of quick shots. Then I feel like we can get rid of quick shots
No, what?
and then just do what's on X.
What are you saying?
Because most of our
That's
quick shots are
heresy.
just
That's
Twitter
heresy,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah, but Blue, come on. You don't follow FPS games. We basically do the same thing and just market it as different stuff, so it looks like we're doing more stuff. Like, just like Call of Duty
True.
does.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm making the illusion bad. Sorry. You're
Right.
right. My bad.
If we do the same shit on this show and call it two different segments, people will be like, "Whoa, they do like two different
There's so
segments."
much content.
But we like, yeah, see? Dang it,
Yeah.
There you
man.
go. There you go.
You ruined it, dude.
My
We
bad.
had
Sorry.
a-
Next segment. You're
We're
right.
just
Quick
being
shots.
efficient
There you go.
over
I still
here.
gotta record. I gotta send you a file. 'Cause I can't do. There's gonna be days where I can't say quick shot like I did earlier a couple weeks ago, where I just can't say it. So I'm gonna have to send you a voice recording of me saying that.
I'll use it.
Okay.
Okay. So really the only other thing that I wanted to talk about was the Xbox Developer Direct has been announced for January 18th. That's really only 3 days away. And it ties right in because I feel like we could learn about Stalker because Xbox has been promoting them at their booth at like Gamescom and stuff like that.
Showcase and stuff like that. Is that the?
so-
hold on. Is this different? The not showcase. Is this different than?
Yeah, I think it's different. It's the Developer Direct, so it's like the dev studios and stuff have like presentations and things.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it's gonna be a lot more technical, which I'm actually more excited. I feel like for that than the showcase.
Yep. He says it's been announced. Oh, this is on Insider Gaming that several new games will be shown, including the new Indiana Jones game by ZeniMax, Valve by Obsidian Studio, Ara History Untold, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2 is crazy. But yeah.
Let's say several new games, including those.
Dude,
So
dude, imagine.
we could see Stalker. Yeah.
If Stalker's, I would think they would be there, right? Like that close.
I mean, if this is quarter 1, dude, like what? It's got to be around the corner.
We think we're gonna see. We have to think that we'll see something from Stalker. And then despite some unconfirmed rumors and the expectation that Xbox is set to shadow drop another game, there have been zero reputable claims. So some people think that they're gonna shadow drop something like Hi-Fi Rush, or maybe like Hi-Fi Rush did in Sea of Thieves.
I wouldn't see a Stalker being
Stalker 2
shadow
shadow
drops?
drop. What would you do?
But first of all, I hate, as a content creator,
Mhm.
I hate shadow drops.
Mhm.
So I can't get, dude. I'm running to the computer. I'm making a video real quick. It's very stressful. Give me a time, give me a release date, please, so I can plan for it. As the gamer, yes, I'm very excited if it does shadow drop. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because again, if it shadow drops, great. for me as the gamer, but as the content creator, I'm like, son of a, I gotta drop the kid. Hold on, give me a second. Like, I just gotta drop everything I'm doing and start making a video, you know. So, but I don't know if man, if it's ready. Is it ready for a shadow drop? I do like shadow drops. I mean, it worked, I think, pretty well for the finals when it just, again, some of us kind of knew it was gonna happen regardless, but still, I think, a lot of us, most of the audience didn't know, so it's really cool. I think it helps out because it limits the expectations of a game coming out and just not doing hot, you know.
Right. Agreed.
And especially with Stalker though, because I think you know why I think Stalker would do it is because they've already put out dates that they've missed and they had to delay on. I think one of the original dates was like the 28th of April 2022. Like that was
Yeah.
one of the original dates. So like I think actually I'm looking at the trailer right now, funny enough, on Steam. Yeah, and it was 28 April 2022. So when you put out a date instead of just releasing a trailer and go available now, it's like, oh shit, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting. Well,
Cool.
I think that's it, man. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good show.
Concur. Good show.
I concur. Here.
All right. I'll drink to that wherever I put it. Found it. I poured a big old bourbon. Wow.
Better drink it. Right?
Oh, yeah, I'm not wasting it. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, come on. Jesus. There's starving people in Africa who would want that. Come on.
Would they? I'm so hungry. Hey, I brought you this bourbon.
Here's some bourbon.
I don't know. I would always take bourbon. Anyways. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Blue and Buff, for joining me. Appreciate you guys a bunch. Thank you so much to everyone who hung out, chatted with us. Thanks to everyone who watches it later. Again, audio podcast listeners, you guys are real ones, and we love you. If you want to support the show, be a friend, tell a friend, share it around, bring somebody back with you next week. Slowly but surely, we're growing little by little, and can't thank you guys enough. So next week, we will be back with some more news and toxic takes. Not my fault, just the way it goes. We're old. Everyone's telling us. So, yeah. Have a good week, guys, and can't wait to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.